baby.
Talk about sex, baby. And they were
That's
talking
not
about. Gonna record. All right, guys, welcome to Confessions from a Red Couch. I am Janae, the host and creator of Confessions from a Red Couch podcast and blog. It's all about podcast, all about working on the relationship with yourself, so you don't take your trash to others, because no one deserves your unresolved issues. So take care of that. Clean up yourself. All right, this month, for the month of March, this crazy month of March, I decided to do interviews with women of color who are in podcasting and have businesses, because it is Women's Month. And we had International Women's Day during this month. And I asked some ladies that are nice and close to me to come on. And I've had so many, I appreciate y'all. That's all I got to say. But without further ado, I'm going to have them introduce themselves and their podcast and tell them all your good things that's going on.
Hey guys, this is
y'all.
Javon and Festel from the Reality Bites podcast. And our podcast is basically shining light on what we go through as wives and mothers and being 30-something, in this world. So it's basically our podcast. Whatever we're going through, we talk about it and hope that us talking about it and giving you tips on what we're going through is going to help you through what you're going through as well.
Yeah, and y'all need to check their podcasts out because they are hilarious.
Thank you.
I think I listened last week and they were talking about sex. My favorite.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Talk about sex, baby. And they were talking about just achieving pleasure with your partner, because that's necessary. No, it is.
Yes, very much so.
So yeah, ladies, thank you once again for joining me. And y'all ready to get into these questions? Hey, let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, what is your favorite thing about being a woman?
So this is Javon here. My favorite thing about being a woman is I love that as women, we're emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
We have the ability to be compassionate and empathetic. I think that goes a long way because it allows us to see many sides of situations. It allows us to kind of see what the other person is going through and be more rational, if that even makes sense. Like being more in tune with our emotions helps us, be able to get through certain situations.
Right. Because
I love that about us.
I do, because it's not just about seeing the black and white. You see the whole thing. You see the gray areas. You see all of that. Yeah, that's amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree. And I think that's one of the characteristics that help us to be able to be, the juggler, be able to run the household, work full-time or part-time, work, take care of all the needs of our extended family, but also our, close-knit family and friends, and just everything that goes on in our day-to-day. And if we're not able to be, like Javon said, emotionally available to all these different segments in our lives, we won't be able to juggle it. I think that's maybe why it's harder for the opposite sex, because I can be able to be that nurturer for my kids, but also where I go to work, I'm the general manager. I have to be that figurehead and turn, and have a different character and be able to judge it, juggle it. So from home to work and back, vice versa, not be able to take, home, work to home.
Yeah, working exactly. Home and to work.
When it's a stressful day, I can really get to that door and leave it at the door and then turn into mommy.
Yeah. I was watching this TV show on Netflix. It's called 100 Humans or 100, and they did.
Oh, that's my show, girl.
Yeah, it's really good. I was watching it. You know how you just skip through and you like, oh, that looks interesting. And so I found it, and they were saying like, who could multitask better, men or women? And it was a crazy test where they had to like stir cake batter and play whack-a-mole, and they were asking them questions, and the women did so much better than the men. And then they even stepped it up where the women had to hold a baby. You know, well, both of them had to hold like a newborn baby and, you know, do all of it while they were asking them questions. And it came out that women can multitask better, because you're right. We have to take care of home. We have to go to work. You know, we have to do so much right now in this day and age. And, you know, our husbands help us, you know, let's not, you know, let's not take too much away from them.
I always say that you hold the calendar. Like, if you're not constantly updating the calendar, making sure that this person is where they need to be at this time, and then give those specific direction to your husband or partner, it kind of all falls apart.
It does. Like, they help, but they are helpers.
Yeah, they're helpers. Like,
we're the boss.
Tell them exactly what you need to do.
Exactly.
And you can't miss a step.
At 7:15, make sure they have this lunchbox. You know, go through everything.
Or like today, I didn't give that, and my daughter had a shirt that's way too small for her, from the wrong side of the drawer that she's not supposed to be.
Not even supposed to touch.
You didn't see that shirt was too small.
Right. You could tell that wasn't what they needed.
That was my fault. I told him where to find the pants, but I did not
tell him where to find the shirt.
Believe me, I laugh at my husband when my bonus daughter comes over, when we have them, and I'm like, sir, she cannot wear that. That is not, that is not okay. Like, what are you doing? He's like, what? She dressed? No, she can't wear it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So us being detail oriented, you know, and having that emotional connection and that emotional intelligence really does help us. I feel like it helps us rule the world. No joke.
It does.
Absolutely.
Speak on it, Janae.
Yes, you know, and the United States, hold on, here's my little platform, and then I'm gonna step off. And the United States needs to understand that women are not too emotional to lead this country.
No.
I agree.
Right?
100%, yes.
So
this country would be better for it if we
did. We wouldn't be in this crazy situation right now, probably.
Exactly. And men are too emotional. They're too sensitive. You always got to cater to a man's ego.
Always stroking egos.
Always.
Exactly. But God,
they're too volatile. They talk about they're the volatile ones.
Yes. Exactly. They're about to go to war off of a couple of talks.
Right. Off of that whole, I got to show I'm the bigger person. No,
exactly.
No, we're going to war for no reason. Sit down.
Not at all.
Sit down, please.
This could be solved diplomatically.
Right.
Exactly.
We could both just sit down and talk about it over some coffee. I'm pretty sure we can get it done.
Hello.
Your little feelings, your little ego got hurt. So now
exactly.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go to our next question. Okay. So what woman inspires you and why?
So this was a hard question for me because I cannot single out one woman. It's so many women that inspire me daily. I would say that strong women inspire me. The single mom who's holding it down and making sure that her kids are emotionally being fed, spiritually being fed, and actually being fed.
Right.
The woman who is starting her business and also has a full-time job and also is doing this. It's just the woman who the world is trying to beat down, but she is not giving up. She's still going to work every day. She's not giving up. Yeah. Those are the women that inspire me. Just everyday women push me to want to be a better version of myself. Yeah. Push me to keep going when I feel like giving up. Like, this woman could do it, so can I. Even if that's my coworker. Oh, you know, I see her. She got 6 kids. She still come to work every day. She'll never call out.
Right.
You know, what am I complaining about? It pushes me to keep going. Right. So that's what I was saying.
Yeah. And I think for me, in that same question, I think I always look for characteristics of women that I feel like I'm lacking. So a lot of it for me is like I'm working on being more confident and being more outspoken and, you know, just learning to fill my space.
Right.
And so I look at women, powerful women like that, like the Michelle Obamas and the Ava DuVernays, who are so confident in who they are. I mean, of course, you know, you don't know them personally and what they go through, but what they project to the world is just so inspiring. So for me, I always look at women like that and say, that's why I want to aspire to, you know?
Right, to be, because they exude everything that you want to be.
Exactly.
That's really good. That's special. I'm telling y'all, women, especially Black women, we just
hello.
We the bomb.com. I know that's old, but I'm using
everybody, right?
Yes. Because there's just something about us. We are so sophisticated. We are beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Yes. I mean, girls, we can do our hair every day of the year and surprise them, and they don't know what is going on. Yeah. I mean, we're just so creative, and it's astonishing. Like, just girls out there, Black girls, we just doing it. And you just see it all over social media. Like, we just get an idea and we just run with it, and you be like, wow.
And we are the most duplicated.
Yes.
The most replicated.
Yes, we are.
Out here.
We are the most duplicated, replicated, and hated on.
Hello.
Exactly.
Because we do it with
they can't beat us.
Because they can't actually beat us, and they can't do it with the flair and the style that we do it in. So, you're right. And that whole thing, I love it when you call out for work and you get your hair done and you show up the next day and they're like, how I get that long?
That's how we do. That's how we do. We just change it up. Change the color.
Look,
but you think they would know by now? Like, you've worked around enough Black people. Like, every time I change my hair, how'd it go from short to long?
Right.
What are you talking about? You don't know the answer by now?
Like, come on now. Y'all know good and well. Let's be real.
Hello.
That's a wig? Oh my God, girl. That's our wax time.
I love it when they're like, oh, you changed your hair color again. No.
I sure did.
I tell them all the time, I'm like, if you ever see my hair color change, that is not my hair. I will not come on, y'all. I tell y'all this every time. I'm not dyeing my hair.
I don't know. They can't get it, girl.
I don't know why. It's just like, it's catch up.
Right. For real.
Just catch up. Come on, y'all, catch up.
But I love it. I love it. I wish I was creative like that. Just, I love it.
Right. It's amazing. We do some amazing things. Right. Next question. Are there any assumptions about women that you would like to change, and why?
I would say that women are weak, especially with the conversation we're talking about, emotional intelligence. And a lot of that is looked at as being a weak trait, you know, because we are emotional. And I think that being emotional helps, you know, just like we were saying, it helps us, we can handle a lot more than men.
Right.
And I don't feel like that is a weak trait, because we can, sorry, we got some interruptions.
Okay.
But I think we can do so much more because we are able to internalize ourselves, what's going on around us, and I think that's, you know, inspirational.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one.
So, for me, what I would like to, assumptions I would like to change is that women are responsible for holding the house together. In these times, the woman and the man work. But I have to come home from work. I got to get dinner. I got to do this. I got to do that. Why is the responsibility of holding the household together still on the woman?
Yeah, it still is.
Yeah, like, so now I'm doing double time and you're still doing what you was doing.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
That's what I want to go away. That, you know what, you could cook dinner some nights. You could hit the dishes. You could hit some cleaning. It's not all on me.
It's not all on me. I love that. My the way my I call it my partnership, but it's my marriage. Like, that's what we do. Like, he's a better cook, so he'll cook, and he's a chef, so he works nights, and I work days.
Girl, you lucky. Hold on. I think I should have put that in my wish list.
Let me tell you, don't, because I got weight that I can't get off.
That's okay. We got weight. We can't get off.
Child, this weight won't go nowhere because all he does is make good food and be like, here, baby, eat this. No, I don't want to. I can't fit my pants. Stop.
Oh
Stop it.
no.
No, but you know, that's a very good thing to say, because marriage is now a partnership. It's not just, you know, it shouldn't be the woman still goes to work and the woman still does all the household stuff. Like, men, y'all can start chipping in. We bring
Exactly.
Hello, I'm ready for it.
just like y'all working. You know, we're taking care of things just like y'all are taking care of things. Like, and the household duties should be split. It shouldn't be just one person trying to make sure the whole house is clean. Because
Exactly.
it's a whole nother job, and take care of the kids. And you know, because sometimes men don't want to do the financial stuff. So, and you're taking care of the people.
Exactly.
So you're running the whole
Yes.
house, and it's like the husband's just there as decoration. Like, what
Exactly.
you
Thank you, girl.
You know, what you
Because I mean,
for, homie? What
I'm
you,
bringing home the bacon too. So let's.
Right?
What are we doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing? You want me to treat
Exactly.
you you like one of these kids right now? That's what you.
Exactly. That's what it feels like. I call my husband a fourth child all the time.
Yeah, because they don't understand. Like, I don't know. Sometimes they don't get it. Like, hey, this is everything I do in one day, and you come home and take your shoes off and tell me how exhausting your day is.
Hello.
Exactly.
Like, I'm
My
just
day
now
is-
getting to my second job. Like,
Look,
come on.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. And my day still.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Try.
Men, help out. We are strong, but we need your help.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, we can do it, but we need your help.
No, you don't have to ask and wait till we ask.
Exactly.
Just jump in.
Jump in. Be like, oh dang, the floor needs to be vacuumed.
Hello.
Yes.
I see some dirty dishes.
Yep, let me in the dishwasher.
I see the kids are running wild. Let me jump in.
Yeah, let me yell at the kids because they running too much. Let me do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all.
Open a prayer. We just gotta keep working at it.
We all felt that one in our souls. We all felt that one.
Yeah, that one hit too.
It did.
I'm looking to the side like, man, this.
For sure.
Tell him what else you need to do. No, I'm playing.
Exactly.
No, but it's work, but I think it gets better.
It does. It does get better.
It does. Because I can tell you, my husband does a lot more now than he used to. Because he had the mentality of, you know, the wife is supposed to do this. I mean, not as bad as you may think, but it's just like, you know.
No, I get it.
Divide and conquer kind of.
But that's how men were taught. They're still taught. Oh, find a woman that could cook.
Right. Because he still doesn't cook. I can tell you that.
Yeah, my husband don't cook.
He tells me he did not get married so he can cook.
Wow.
But at least if you do the dishes, if you do the laundry, I think we're even.
Right. Yeah. And that's what we started doing. Like I said, we started talking. I was like, look, homie, I can't do this all on my own. It's two of us in this house. It's not just me. When it was just me, it was fine. But now it's two of us.
Hello.
Too much laundry and too many dishes and too many other responsibilities. So let's talk about this. If you just do your laundry and I do mine, I'm okay with that. I'm
definitely okay with that.
I'm okay with
mine and the kids, and you can take care of yours. But
exactly. Like you get the sheets, I get the towels. We can split it out.
Exactly.
But it just helps out because, you know, it's not one person trying to do it all.
Exactly.
And work and, you know, do all the other stuff.
All the other running around.
Yeah, all the other running around. Yeah. All right. And last questions, ladies. It says, what do you believe will be the biggest challenge for the generation of women behind you?
So I thought that the biggest challenge would be finding a suitable mate, finding connections. And I say that because of how I see the kids. I know you're a teacher too, but you know, just the interactions I see with the kid, everything is savage mode. There's no deep connections being made. They don't seem to have sympathy or empathy. It's on to the next very quickly. Like, you know, you thought you were in love with so and so person. Now everyone's telling you this is the way it's supposed to be, and you just cut that person off. The way they moving is almost robotic to me. So I'm wondering if they're going to be able to have true connections.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. And I think that's the whole social media thing. Like, just having the short attention span, being able to focus on one thing long enough for it to matter, especially with everything social justice. Like, there's whenever there's an issue or something that comes up, we're so focused on that thing for maybe 2 days, and then we're on to the next thing. But that problem still hasn't been solved. Our Black men are still getting killed every day for no reason. Being wise abiding by, being home, being abiding by the law, not doing anything. Flint still doesn't have clean water. Like, those issues still haven't gone away. But the attention has gone away because we're on to the next thing.
Always on.
Now we're celebrity driven. It's just, it's where is, even though social media has so many good elements to it, the bad elements of our attention span, just looking for the next thing, just not being focused, it's really frightening.
It is. It's like I remember one day I posted something about the rainforest burning, and somebody put that underneath there. Underneath as a comment, they were like, "Oh well, we'll forget about it tomorrow."
And that's the truth.
But it was
the truth. It is.
Like, and because we can't focus on one thing, like you said, we can't make those meaningful connections, because it's like, oh, I felt like this today, but I don't feel like this anymore. So let's move on to the next thing.
Exactly. and nothing is getting solved. Nothing is moving forward. Wow. It's frightening.
And they call the rainforest the heart of the world, so you should care about it.
That is where we get most of our oxygen from. If the rainforest is not here, we don't breathe. I don't understand. It's just, but it's just crazy because we just don't form attachments like we used to. I think our generation is the last generation that forms attachments.
I think so too, girl. Very, very true.
And we still kind of teeter.
We were.
Kind of teeter, it's like
sometimes you got to make a conscious decision, put the phone down, close the computer, like focus on what's happening right now.
Right now in the moment. Very much so. And then I'm say this last comment. So I think it happened about 2 years ago. You know how people like always have their phones out, like if there's a event happening or something going on, they're taking pictures, on a video. I made a pledge to myself 2 years ago that I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm just gonna live in the moment. And so And so the crazy thing is, like, I don't have as many pictures as my friends have at the event. Like, to be honest, I don't have any pictures. So I asked them, I'm like, hey, y'all, send me some of the pictures y'all took, and they'll send me like 10 or 15. I'm like, God dog, y'all missed the whole thing because we're trying to get the right picture. But just that whole.
No, I think Javon and I have always been like that because we struggle, because we've been friends since 9th grade.
Yes.
And we struggle to find a lot of pictures together.
Right.
Not that we don't take pictures. I take tons of pictures, like with my kids. But like when we go out, we go out all the time. We do a lot of fun things, but we never take pictures in the moment. And we always like, damn, we forgot to take pictures again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely agree with that.
And then we're like, we started this podcast. We should definitely take pictures.
Things that we do.
And we still
don't do it. Like, I do the same thing. I go out with my friends and I'm like, girl, we didn't get a group picture. And I'm like, oh, well, the night that they took me out for the week before my wedding, they took me out. And once again, I looked through my phone. I was like, I don't have any pictures, y'all. And they were like, yes, you didn't take your phone out the whole night. I was like, oh, I didn't. I was like, I'm just trying to enjoy y'all, because I don't know if there's another time that I get to, just hang out with my girls.
Right, enjoy the moment.
And hanging out with your girls is far and few between, because y'all always supposed to be getting together, and we all never get together.
Yeah, because it's just, life is hard, and
exactly.
That's why you should form those meaningful connections outside of social media.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Yes,
ladies,
but social media has made nice connections. We connected to you, so
yes,
we're grateful for that.
we made a connection. Hey. Yep. And I will say, like, being the fact that we're in, like, we have our own little podcast family, it has it has been like a blessing. I can tell you that.
It really has.
You know, it helps me understand that I'm not alone.
Exactly.
You know, and we just support one another, and we're there for each other, and it's just amazing. So thank you guys.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. So this is the end, but go ahead and tell them once again about the name of your podcast, where to find you, all of your social media things, even though we just said social media was the devil. But anyway.
Good and bad, good and bad.
Yeah,
Yes.
good and bad. But tell them your social media handles, and so they can like your things and subscribe to your things, because I want my people to know, to be connected with people that I like.
Okay, thank you. So we only have one social media handle. We're on Facebook, but more on Instagram. The name is the exact same, Reality Bites Podcast. So Reality Bites sucks, I don't know, but Bites Podcast,
taking a bite out of life.
So that's where we are. We don't have too many socials, and you can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio as of right now. Right. So come over and join us, y'all. Yes. Hopefully you enjoyed our talk with Janae today, and you will come and check our podcast out. We're ready. Yes. So thank you again, welcome. Janae, for having us on your show.
Thank you. Of course, and guys, you can find, if you're listening, you can find all their information in the show notes, because I need you to go like their things, subscribe to their things, review their things, comment.
Yes.
I need you to do all of this. I need you to show them love. Yes. Because when you show them love, it pushes us further. So please show them love. Absolutely. Show them love. All right. Well, this is the end of this segment, guys. Thank you so much for joining you. Thank you, my Reality Bites podcast friends. I love y'all for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All this information and this show on all major listening platforms, as well as the audio will be on YouTube as well. And then
you got all the things.
I got all the things. Girl, I'm trying to push yourself kind of way. Just get it out there. And you can find everything else at confessionsfrommariahcouch.com, as well as social media handles. Thank you, ladies, for joining me, and we will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.
Bye. So much. Thank you.
You're welcome.